Okay, let's start the video. And remember to watch my videos. And prediction for the 620 million Powerball jackpot using Lotto Matrix secret formula, law of attraction. Remember, I haven't done any Powerball yet, and I'll be doing this since if someone wins the Mega Million, this is the only game that the lottery might hold so they can make more money on. After the Mega Million, there's no other game besides the Powerball the lottery is going to make money on. And remember, on the last winning numbers for Mega Million, the two states that hit more second prize are Texas and New York. Using that chart, we know that New York and Texas are the state that put a lot of money on the game. So that means that using that chart, we know that Tuesday Mega Million, New York, Texas have a big chance of hitting that jackpot. And I'm not ruling out other states. I'm just saying that they have a big chance using that chart from the last result. Thanks for watching my channel. Please donate to my channel through PayPal. Subscribe to my channel here. Share my video. Like my video. You can send the donation via Google Wallet. Follow me on FOP. And also remember, email me if you have any question regarding my email, regarding my videos, or if you have any question, I'll be able to answer all your questions via email. I'll try to post any email on my video, but right now I'm not gonna do that. That's in the future. And be sure to use the closed captioning, as not all my video has the closed captioning button. And thanks for watching and supporting my channel. Nothing is guaranteed and nothing will ever be, but always trust yourself. And I do private prediction via email. Email me for any private prediction on any game and state or country. And please win all the time and let me help you win. Always remember, nothing is guaranteed and nothing will ever be, but always trust yourself. Let's get a reminder of the Lotto illustration part 1 through 8 for Lotto coaching. Is the January to December for the Dster system, and the reverse Dster system is illustration part 1. Illustration part 2, Lotto game matrix tier 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers using short-term and long-term frequency. Illustration part 3, infinite reverse Dster phase-out system using the code Dster and code Dster pair system. And illustration part 4, secret code system using the pairs, trio, quadruplets. 2 secret code system is illustration part 5 using the trios, quadruplets, and quintuplets. Illustration part 6 is the Dster quadrant system using the x and y axis using cold, hot, and neutral coordinates. Illustration part 7, formatting your winning pairs, trios, and quadruplets, and even quintuplets. And secret lottery formula part is the part 8 using Lotto Matrix law of elimination, law of attraction, law of repetition, and law of opposite attraction. Illustration part 8 is the secret lottery matrix formula using the illustration part 8 is the secret formula, and I mean illustration part 9 looks like it's a wavelength pattern system for the lottery games, and using the wavelength you can detect the centimeter of how long the wavelength for that draw is, and by using the patterns you're able to detect what are the patterns. Like the Mega Million, it was a long wavelength. The length of the wavelength for the Mega Million from 2 draws ago were very long in wavelength, and that's the pattern that shows that the wavelength was long. And at one point before those 2 long wavelengths, it was just short and a medium wavelength. I mean a short and medium length and wavelength. So as you can see, maybe the streak of having a long wavelength for the past draws is very long in centimeters. That means the streak of the long wavelength might stop for the next draw. So you have to detect what the wavelength patterns are first. And the coordinate quadrant system and the explanation of the coordinate quadrant system, I do not use the negative coordinates. And I also do the raffling for illustrated part 1 to part 8. Now you can win first prize, second prize, and third prize. You can read through them. First prize will be a whole package of illustrated part 1 to part 8. Second prize is one of those illustrations, and third prize is 5 ticks of cash for life. And how does it work? You can read through it. If there's more people in the raffle, I will add more 4 prizes. The raffle must contain your name, the raffle number, and date. The date is not that important. It's just the raffle number and your name must be correct. Let's look at the winning number. For a certain draw for this date, it will be 11, 14, 32, 43, 65, and 15. So for this date, the winning number were almost long. The win number were consistent. They were not all odds or all even. And you can use the win number by using the law of attraction, law of elimination, law of opposite attraction, and law of repetition to predict your next winning numbers. By eliminating numbers that aren't going to come out. By using one of those formulas or 4 of those formulas. Or any of those formulas that I have mentioned. And you can also use the wavelength pattern system. And the Powerball matrix looks like it's going to be little bit different. And let's look at the lottery matrix using law of elimination. Powerball matrix lottery using law of elimination will go like this: 1 to 35 and 36 to 69. Okay, ignore the 46 on the left, just 36 to 69. And not 36 to 70, 36 to 69. And let's get started on how to use the matrix for that game. Now the Powerball is 620 minutes. Let's get started on how to use that game's and let's get started. Now for last draw, the winning number starts at 16 and ends at 69. Okay, and using the law of elimination, we're going to further eliminate more numbers. Right now, the Powerball is not as important, but let's see how we're going to eliminate more numbers. Now, definitely the previous draw is going to be eliminated. Definitely, most definitely, you're going to eliminate the draw because that's how the law of elimination works. It's the seed or other formula. So that means that is your first formula to be used. The law of elimination will eliminate any repeats from the past draws or number that have come out from the past recent draws. So 16 is eliminated from the lottery game matrix. So just to clarify things, I'm using the 10/20 draw. And 54 will be eliminated from the lottery game matrix. And 57 also eliminated from the lottery game matrix. Remember, on the law of elimination, I brought back 53 for Mega Million. $62 is omitted from the game matrix, and 69. So the last number of the game matrix is eliminated. Now we have left with 64 number from the matrix, and let's look at the next number, 1017. 1017's number will be used for your second elimination, round 2. And as you can see, that from the last draw, if you use the law of elimination, the 57 would be eliminated. And therefore, we could not pick 57. So that 57 caught a lot of people by surprise, and the 59 also caught a lot of people by surprise. 2 repeats in the same draw got rolled over to the next draw. You can see that 54, 57, and 69. The 2 repeats in the previous draw got rolled over to the 10-20 draw. That's why nobody hit that game. And also because the 15 went crazy for the Powerball. So I can assure you that for 57 and 69 to come out again, it would be very, very low. So it's safe to use one more draw for the lottery matrix law of elimination. So what do? We eliminate a total of 8 numbers because 57 and 69 repeated. 357 got eliminated already. And I'm going to put that in red so you know that number repeated. And it seems that I cannot put it in red. So what I'm going to do is, instead of putting it in red, I'm going to put a star next to it so that 5769 is a repeat. We eliminate 64 from the lottery game matrix, and we also eliminate 68 from the lottery game matrix. What do we see? Most of the 60 has been gone. So the 2 consecutive 68 and 69 has been eliminated. So if you try to pick the 60s, what's your focal point is only on these 5 numbers: 61, 63, 65, 66, and 67. And from that range, we see that the only even is 66, and all 4 numbers are odd. So with that being said, if you're going to pick the 60, my bet is the odd 60s, using the lottery matrix law of elimination. Do not try to go against the odd, and do not try to go against the outcome. Now on the next draw, 10-13, using lottery matrix law of elimination, let's look at if this is worth to use. And as you can see, I think it's safe to use one more draw. So using lottery matrix elimination, I'm using that 10-13's draw, and here's 10-13's draw to further eliminate more numbers, and here's 10-13's draw, And as you can see, that 2 draws is definitely used for your next Powerball prediction using the lottery matrix law of elimination. Once again, 11, 14, 32, 43, 65, and 43 and 65. So 11, 14, 32, 43, and 65. So once again, the 60 has been down to 4. So your odd is still the odd number for the 60s. But you still got to use the code Dster breakdown for the Powerball. Looks like the left side and the right side has been consistent in elimination of numbers. And that's then 13's draw. Let me correct myself. Now, let's get a head start and let's look what we're gonna do for 10-10's draw using lottery matrix law of elimination, just in case that I decide to use one more elimination, I will eliminate more numbers. So from the last 3 draws, there are 15 numbers drawn, and you can see only 57 and 69 repeated. So 13 numbers are eliminated from the lottery game matrix, leaving you with 57 numbers. The goal is to eliminate 50 numbers about. Eliminate it down to 50 numbers. So that means your goal is not achieved yet, but you want to look at the draw, see if it's well worth it. And as you can see, the 8, 23, 27, 42, and 60. So actually there's 2 even 60, my fault. And that's still a chance to go further down the elimination. And to see if I want to eliminate more, I have to use other factors. So far, definitely going through lottery matrix law of elimination, I will use 3 draw because the focal points was the last 2 draw when there was a repeat of 57, 69. So when there are repeat, that means it's much safer to eliminate more draws, because when you eliminate more draws, you only eliminate, depends on how many repeat. Let's say the last draw was 2 repeats. If you want to go from 10-20 to 10-17's draw, you will eliminate 5 number, then 3. Then you eliminate 5, then 3. So using matrix law of elimination, we now know that from 10-13 to 10-6, there are basically no repeats. Let me highlight it for you. So 8 not repeated, 23 not repeated, 27 not repeated, 42 not repeated, and 60 not repeated. 1 not repeated, 22 not repeated, 27 not repeated, 53 not repeated, 67 not repeated. So to go further down would be a risky take, and 41 also not repeated, 53 not repeated, 59 not repeated, 63 not repeated, and 66 not repeated. So that means any of these draw is possible. Now let's look at 9. 9 not repeated, 17 not repeated, 34 not repeated, 59 not repeated, and 64 is repeated. So that means from down here is no repetition. So the goal is to stop here. You can go further down one more draw, but I will stop at 10-13th draw, because as you can see from 10-10 to 9-29, there's no repetition until you get to 9-29. So if I have to eliminate one more draw, I would probably have to eliminate up to 9-29. So I don't want to do that, because we know that some of these numbers are going to repeat. So it's a safe bet just to eliminate 30 number using the law of elimination. And you can use the other formula, law of opposite attraction and law of repetition, to further reduce your number. So just to be safe, eliminate 3 draws using the law of elimination is your best bet. And remember that from the last draw, we are able to detect that one of my viewers had all three white ball match online E, and the black ball 7. So he got close. It's just that 12, 13, and 15 will all bunch up. That the chance of hitting 3 number that close is very, very low. So let's look at the lottery matrix law of elimination and see where the numbers are bunch up before using other formulas. So the bunch up numbers are from 44 to 53, 36 to 42, 19 to 31. You don't want to pick a number like 19, 21, and 23. You don't want to pick those numbers bunch up like this. You want to spread it out. So what's the main focal point? Using the lottery matrix law of elimination, the main focal point is, you see this streak of number not eliminated from the first formula. You want to pick one number from here, one number from here, from 44 to 53, and you want to also pick from 4 to 10 also. And that 15 number that are isolated by itself are 63 and 15. So you want to think about the isolation, the number that's isolated after using the law of elimination for the lottery matrix. So also think about the number isolated. But your most focal point is to look at this streak of number that not unlimited might come, and this streak of number not eliminated might come. But I'm trying to use the other formulas to help you guys win. And please do send in your winner ticket if you do win. And so he got about $200 up on this ticket. The chance of matching 3 number and the Mega Ball is 14,000 tickets. That means $28,000 has to be spent, because these tickets are not $1 each anymore. It was $2 each now. So 28,000 ticket has to be spent just to get $200 back. Plus the other lower prices. So because the money are put into the jackpot games. The jackpot, I mean. And here's a tick 5. Also, for that date will match 8, 9, and 38. If this was a 19 become a 14, we would have hit $500. I'm just to let you know. And thanks for watching the Lotto Matrix Law of Elimination. For 6 and 20 Mega Man. Powerball jackpot, I mean. So donate, follow me on Forbes, share, like, watch, and rewatch. Also subscribe.